This is a Bloom Natural Health video, and this is for the HCG diet program that we offer. This video is specifically for the diet protocol, the nuts and bolts of what you are eating while you're on HCG, and this is adapted directly from Dr. Simeon's diet protocol. So we have your Bloom diet cheat sheet that is easiest to follow along with when we go through these programs, and I have a patient here. We're just going to kind of go over everything and iron out the details for the diet plan while you're on the HCG. Okay, so looking at this first page here, you'll see kind of the way to start the program, but most important, we're going to go right to the diet plan, and you'll see there's these 4 items here. Okay, so these 4 items are allowed 2 times per day. Each of the items is given twice a day, and I'm just going to go right through this. First of all is the 100 grams of protein. That is lean protein, and 100 grams is about 1/4 pound, so generally about the size of your palm, and that's what they say we should be eating about. So having that twice a day would be about 1/2 pound of protein, and that's pretty substantial. You're going to make sure that it's a lean protein, so by that I mean it can't be anything oily, so no salmon. It couldn't be marbled, so not like a ribeye or a fatty cut of meat. It would be, if you had ground beef or, anything, you'd want to have it lean, so like the 96%, the leanest you can get. It needs to be cooked dry. It can't be cooked with any oil, and you'll want to make sure that it's, either grilled or baked or, without any additional oils or fats on it. But you can have fish, chicken, beef, turkey, lobster, shrimp. There's all these different options here, and we highly encourage variety there. You want to make sure that you give your body some things to work with, because the body's pretty smart. It'll figure things out quickly, so we give your body some variety. Here's the vegetables, number 2 here. It says 1 type of vegetable. What we found is generally combining vegetables in the beginning doesn't cause any problem. And if we get to a weight loss plateau, then sometimes towards the end of the diet we'll cut it down to just 1 vegetable at a time. But for starters, it's fine if you wanted to start with your spinach salad with tomatoes and even onions and cucumbers. And then you could put your protein on there, for instance, your chicken.
Okay.
These don't have to be raw. These could be cooked. They can be thrown in a soup. I'll talk about that a little more later, but sauteed, whatever, just again without any oil, okay? There's really no limit on the vegetables. They're such a non-caloric factor. 2 huge handfuls of spinach is about 15 calories, so you can really kind of use those as your filler throughout the day if you're finding that you're hungry.
Okay.
This Melba toast, or the grissini, it's like those long, thin breadsticks. You can have those. You're allowed 2 of those per day. Those are optional. Some people find they're just what they need to get through the day, just a little bit of crunch. They use them as croutons, or you can even smash them up and use them as a breading and kind of coat your chicken or whatever and use that.
Okay.
For other people, it's like, who eats 1 potato chip, It's just almost, once they get that little taste, it makes it worse. So just kind of see, you probably know yourself better. If carbs are more of a problem for you, then some people find it better to just completely avoid those, but it's your option.
Okay.
And then your fruit choices, so an apple, orange, handful of strawberries, or 1/2 of a grapefruit. Again, you're allowed 2 of those per day. So one nice thing is that these can kind of be mixed up throughout the day. It doesn't have to be, only having these 4 items at lunch and only having 4 at dinner. If you wanted to get up in the morning and have, maybe 1/2 of a grapefruit with some hot tea, and then, again in the afternoon, have an apple between lunch and dinner, you can spread the fruit and the breadstick out.
Okay.
And that kind of gives you a little more food throughout your day that way.
Got it.
So again, these are really the only items there is. So there's no oils, no dressings, nothing like that. The vegetables that are on this list are the only vegetables there are. So people always ask about carrots and broccoli, and it's very specific. These have been chosen due to the chemical reaction that they start in the body. So it's just these vegetables that work.
Got
okay.
It.
All right, so with that in mind, we have the 3-week plan, 6-week plan, either or. This is what your diet's going to consist of every day during that time. A couple things to remember. The juice of 1 lemon is allowed daily for all purposes. That's really nice as a salad dressing. That's what I use with, actually with a little bit of mustard. We do allow mustard, but all your spices, all fresh herbs are okay. So salt, pepper, anything you can think of that can make it taste better. It's fine to use.
Okay.
So you can use, I'll use Dijon, a tiny bit of Dijon mustard, and then lemon juice and a little sea salt, and shake that up and make that as my salad dressing. That's kind of a nice thing to use, but even just lemon juice and sea salt, that's really nice. Vinegar is okay, so a good organic balsamic that's low in sugar is okay. Apple cider vinegar is really highly recommended. You can use all that kind of to season things and dress your salad or even while you're baking. The only beverages that are allowed while you're on the diet are tea, coffee, plain water, and mineral water. So no alcohol, no diet sodas, nothing aside from those. I really can't overemphasize the importance of beverages while you're on HCG. They're really helpful and kind of make you feel like you're having more substantial things throughout the day. So having some nice hot teas to enjoy throughout the day. Also Pellegrino with like a little bit of grapefruit or something that can, you know, again, feel like you're getting a little treat, or for those who like a cocktail, that can kind of transition you, replace the cocktail for those evenings. It's a nice replacement.
Okay.
And right here just kind of talks again about being able to move the fruit or breadstick around throughout the day so that your blood sugar is doing good and you're also not feeling like you're so hungry.
I have a question.
Yeah.
It says that you're only supposed to do the beverage for breakfast, so if you wanted to do the fruit or something else, the breadstick for breakfast, that's okay? Or is there a reason that we're not eating in the
It would be okay. Again, we adapt this classically from Dr. Simeon's protocol, which was written that you fasted in the morning. We do make modifications, and again, that will change according to everybody, and everybody's individual consult, because we have some people that go right in the morning and go and work out or something like that, which is, if that was something that you were going to do and you were going to try and maintain that through HCG, we would make sure that you were getting a little bit of protein and some fruit and kind of modifying it to your particular lifestyle. Or if you had to be on doing something, mental capacity first thing in the morning, it would be good to get a little blood sugar raised with, half of a grapefruit or something like that. So it's not required for you to have something in the morning. It's also not required for you to fast in the morning. It's really about finding the rhythm and what works best for you, because everybody's body's different. So, you can move that fruit and breadstick around and just kind of see, because we'll be weighing ourselves every day and just kind of see, okay, how did this work, what didn't work, and then of course, talking with me too about how things are changing so that you have the best success while you're in the program.
Right. Got it.
Okay.